you know. Kindly answer this. What's the point of it? Just to reach new heights of low. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something.
Yeah! Searching for something, you found it! St. Ricketts. Fire cannot burn. www.stricketts.com. And what you found, you crazy son of a bitches, is the best gosh damn podcast, webcast, broadcast. Oh, why am I echoing? In the entire friggin' world. That's it. Entire friggin' world.
I like how we just said that.
100% live. It is another Tuesday night at 8:02. It is the Yo Show.
Yo.
I am Jeff the Shark Perini and super stoked. New job has me working until 6 o'clock, Joel Tady. Get home at 6:30. You got to see me ripping this place apart to set up this studio, but it's worth every second of it. With me, as always, ladies and gentlemen, the co-hostess with the absolute mostest, this sister from another mister. That mister must have been a lot prettier because she's a lot better looking than I am, for God's sakes. It is the one and only, sporting her Yo Show tank top, the incredible Joel Tady. Joel, good evening.
Good evening, Jeff. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing great. My wife in the house. Hi, guys. Hello, Cassie Perini. I got to tell you, Joel, it is an up and down roller coaster kind of day. Great in many ways. A heart from Arlene Hendrickson. Hello, Arlene Hendrickson.
Oh.
We love you. We love you and Troy. Some bittersweet stuff. Let's get to the good stuff first, though. Tonight on the show, I'm going to get to it first. Usually I wait and thank everybody. But I'm going to get to this tonight because, Jewel, we have on our show a goddamn rock star.
Hell yeah.
This guy is an absolute positive rock star. I watch his videos. I listen to his music. I look at his style, and I'm like, friggin' rock star. Our guest tonight, singer-songwriter, Mr. Eden James. Woo! Oh, my God. He's got a cool look, Jewel, a great sound. I am super stoked. Back, more of that classic rock sound that we love. And he's going to be in the program tonight around 8:30. He had already called me to confirm. He's already messaged me. He's ready. I'm ready. What do you think?
I'm so excited. I love having great music on this program. That's what I was excited for in the beginning, and it just keeps on building and building. And like the past couple of weeks, we've had some straight just rock stars on, so very exciting.
Absolutely, and it's going to continue, and the comments are flying in. Arlene Hendrickson gave us the hi, Jeff and Jewel. Hello there.
No.
The amazing Mr. Ray Coleman, the Yo Show in the house. Ray Coleman in the house, and a big wave from Ken Teller. Ken, hello. Thank you for tuning in tonight to the Yo Show. Let's do something real quick. Couple of rest in peace sad stuff that came along to us very late. Of course, great comedian Norm Macdonald passed away today after kind of what they call a private battle of cancer. 61 years old, former SNL and just one terrific comedian, funny guy, quirky, kind of marched the beat of his own drummer a little bit. But Norm Macdonald, 61 years old. Jewel.
I'm so upset about this. I always watch Saturday Night Live, like growing up and everything. And yeah, Weekend Update and Burt Reynolds on Jeopardy, like he was just the best. He had that dry sense of humor, but
He sure did. The great
no one was like
Ferguson.
Norm. Yeah.
Nah, nobody. I love Norm. Definitely one of a kind. And then, we have great audience, great friends of the show, great etc. We know we love the Philly scene and surrounding areas, Jersey, New York. Our good buddy Earl Rains, a.k.a. Bear Rains, reached out to me and asked me to pay tribute to an absolute local legend, sound man, expert, drummer, just rock lover. And his name was Jersey Joe Parent. And Joe passed away today as well at the age of 54. Whoops, I almost took away that thing there. Let's put that up there. So Joe passed today at the age of 54. I like his taste in albums, Queen's Greatest Hits, Led Zeppelin. And Jewel, for those who don't know Joe, some of our great former guests and friends of the show are very big with Joe. Earl Rains, of course, Ty Kingsley, Morgan Konopelski, Mike LeCompte, Brian Quinn, Danny Beisel. Of course, Ray Coleman knew him well, said Joe was awesome, and Kenny Shuffle, and just DJs like Jackie Bam Bam and MMR, they all, spoke up today and paid condolences to Joe. And like I said, man, being somebody who loves the local music scene and some of the great names of the local music scene that were huge fans of Joe, he also toured and did sound work for some of the greats, man. Bands like Lilac, Jimmy Van Zandt, Leonard Skinner, Vixen, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, and tons more, man. Tough loss today. So I hope I did it justice, everybody, for Joe. Our condolences.
Yeah, very sad day and just entertainment. I'm so sorry. Condolences to his family and all of his friends.
Yeah, very tough. And I said, just looking at the names, and Earl said, dude, just look at the names of the people that he was in touch with in the local scene. And so many, and some of them are our great friends that come on the show and have played on our show and, and we've interviewed, etc. So very tough loss. We usually don't like to start on a down note, but, we had to pay tribute to Joe, of course, and the late Norm MacDonald, a couple people we love here on the air show. So thanks everybody for dealing with that. Yes, go ahead.
On a positive note, I wanted to say that Troy David Hendrickson is playing Rivers tomorrow. For anyone that can go, there's Yo Show 2.0, but we just saw Jamie Kennedy there a couple weeks ago, and great venue. It was
terrific.
Great.
Terrific venue, kind of like a nightclub scene, tables, cocktails. And Troy David Hendrickson, as you know, Aunt Mary Pat the Sabatino, Miss Troy, all his great characters. He is going to crush that room tomorrow night. You will crush it. And I'm a little jealous I can't be there. The work schedule's tough. Yo 2.0 makes it tough. But if you're in the area, man, check it out. Troy David Hendrickson tomorrow night at Rivers Casino. Definitely worthwhile. Absolutely.
Yes.
Woo! Let's have some fun, though. Let's do top five. One of the great things we love to do here. And a top five tonight. Our guest tonight has a brand new album out called All the Good Blank Are Taken. So tonight, we dedicate this top five list to him. Are those new curtains? Julie, new curtains.
No, they're not.
They're her porno curtains.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
AMP is always a good show. Absolutely. Yes. We love Troy. He's fantastic. The Aunt Mary Pat thing. It's going to be great there tomorrow night. So in honor of his album, we did top five songs with good in the title.
There's a lot of them.
There is a lot. There's a ton of them, but I narrowed it down to five. I love, and number one from the album, or number five rather, from the album 5150, Van Halen's Good Enough. And the reason why, when Van Halen started out with Sammy Hagar, Good Enough was one of the top songs on their first album, 5150. So Good Enough in number five. Number four, the amazing Joe Walsh and Life's Been Good, my wife's favorite song, one of my favorite songs. Life's been good to me so far. I agree, Joe. Life has been kicking ass so far. Absolutely.
That is a good one.
Number three, Elton John, Goodbye, Yellow Brick Road. I love that song. Kind of slower one, but man, for some reason, without even knowing so much what it's about, it gets me a little choked up.
What is it about?
I don't even know exactly what it's about. Doing good, hun. Doing good.
Oh my God, that's my number one.
Damn it.
That's so going on my
How?
list.
I blew it. Of all nights, too. Well,
Yeah.
number 2, I mean, the word is there. So why not? Good. By Better
Doing
Than
good.
Ezra. Doing good. Oh, my God. I can't believe that's not on there.
I love it.
Good by Better Than Ezra at number 2.
Oh, let's go.
We have a tie at number 1. Tie number 1 between Doing Good by Troy David Henderson, Ain't Mary Pat, and the Beach Boys with Good Vibrations.
Yeah.
Top 5 list. Jewel Tatey, bring us in with your top 5 list of songs with good.
Doing good. I have to say, there were so many songs where I mistook good with cool. I was like, oh, I'm cool. I'm like, no, they say I'm cool. I'm not good. So, yeah, there were some tough ones, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, number 5. Yes. Feel Good Inc. by the Gorillas.
Wow, awesome. Great song.
Yeah. I mean, not my top Gorillaz song, but I love the Gorillas, so you can add them in there. Number 4, Good Love, Bad Love by Eddie Floyd. Only on one of my most favorite music soundtracks, Death Proof. Number 3, Good Lovin', Young Rascals.
Nice one.
Yep. Number 2, Good Vibrations.
Nice call.
And number 1, Feeling Good, Nina Simone.
Yeah, pretty good.
I can't get that low.
I know, that's rough. You don't have a tie for number 1?
And Doing Good.
Doing good.
Doing good. Oh my God. It's my jam.
Awesome. First ever tie for first place, both ways, for me and Joel. Great list tonight. I really enjoyed it. Let's rehash real
Good
quick.
list.
Number 5, Good Enough by Van Halen. Number 4, Life's Been Good by Joe Walsh. Number 3, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, Elton John. Number 2, Good. I mean, can't get any easier than that. Better than Ezra. Number 1, a tie, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys. And Doing Good by Aunt Mary. I can't do it. Joel came back with Feel Good Inc. at number 5. Number 4, Good Love, Bad Love. Number 3, Good Lovin'. Number 2, Good Vibrations. Number 1, a tie with I can't even try doing the way she does. Feeling Good. And, of course, Doing Good. I'm never doing that again. I'll leave it to the expert. It's because
I think you said something about rum and coke in there, too.
Maybe. I don't have that. I've got beer. I got a lot of beer tonight. Back to the banana bread. You know, last week I'm like, well, I can't drink. I start my new job. And this week I'm like, fuck it. My new job makes me drink. So here we go.
There you go. It's your so many passion projects.
Beer is good. Oh, Arlene, we're killing you before the show takes on tomorrow night.
We have to ask Troy if he'll write us in a verse of that. It could just be for us, but
yeah. Or maybe let us be the opening act for him or something.
Go on the Yo Show, get some smokes and cokes, and go to your 40s and Wawa hoagies.
And Jeff's voice sucks.
Oh, boy.
No, it's actually terrific. We got a lot of audience popping in now. Very excited tonight. As you know, our very special guest, Eden James. Jewel.
Yes.
We managed to do good. We got all that done in 15 minutes time. Terrific. Have a good night, everybody. Let's do some music. All right. We'll start by stopping that screen. Tonight's guest, of course, is Eden James. And like I said, every song of his is just rock-tastic. It's a word I just made up. So we're going to start off tonight with a song called Stranger, and I'm going to load it up right now, and we're going to play it for you because we freaking love playing music here. And it's always been my dream to be like a radio disc jockey. Hey, guys and gals, check it out here. 8:14 on the Philadelphia scene tonight. Our man, Eden James, with Strengths. That's why I do podcasts, because I'm not a good radio guy. That was hard. You see why I chose this path. Anyway, let me blow up the screen here. So, yeah, tonight's guest, Eden James. The song is called Stranger. And, Joel, this song rocks. I dig it.
Is this the music video?
Yeah, I got the video and all.
Oh, it's a winning music video. So
oh yeah, I made sure I got both music videos. We're gonna run the video and the song "Stranger" by tonight's guest Eden James right here on the O Show. About 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So we'll be back with you as soon as it's over and talk about how awesome it is.
get over her, honey? Can I get over her with you? I gotta get over her, honey. Can I get over her with you? And when you done me over, I'll be getting over you too. I loved her for the way she would rescue my heart. I wept the one time she could not. But she's still on my mind like a spear in my side. Can't stand it no more. Gonna make a new friend tonight. Tonight. You know I'm getting older, honey, but you're getting older too. You know that I'm getting older, honey, but you're getting older too. And now we'll see the young life. I wanna get old and bold with you. I loved her for the way she would rescue my heart. I wept the one time she could not. But she's still on my mind like a spear in my side. I can't stand it no more. I'm gonna make a new friend tonight. A new friend tonight. Like a stranger. I'm older too. You know that I'm older, honey. Ain't getting any younger, it's true. I don't want you for your body, cause I know what your brains can do. I loved her for the way she would rescue my heart. I wept the one time she could not. But she's still on my mind like a spear in my side. I can't stand it no more. I'm gonna make a new friend tonight. A new friend tonight. Like a stranger. Like a strange, strange girl.
Yeah! Goddamn yeah! Woo! Rockstar shit, Jewel Tatey. Eden James with Stranger. You know, look at Eden James. I was trying to think of it all day, and then I nailed it, Jewel. If Harry Connick Jr. and Hugh Jackman kind of like clashed into each other, that's
sure.
like him. The coolness,
wild.
the voice, the
I
face.
see that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Super duper cool. My cousin in the house. Hello, Alicia Geist. Thank you for tuning in. You would love to, I'm sure. Our lovely Miss Joey in the house. Joey, good evening. Tell the people. Tell them what to do and how to do it. Come on, hit it.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification button below. And as always, if you have any puppets or fidget, I will steal them.
If you don't subscribe and like.
Yes.
And comment.
Yes.
And share.
Yes.
And all that.
Yes. And even see us on Instagram or whatever.
Right. Like us on there too. Hey.
Like it's on there too. The Instagram at
Peach
YoShow215.
Says hello.
Peach says hello.
And don't forget to follow her channel or she'll steal all your snacks.
Yeah.
I said that.
She's terrific. Greatest pitch woman in the business. Jewel.
Better than I am.
When I say rock star, I mean it. That's rocking shit, man. You know,
as always.
oh my God, absolutely. You know, if I was a single man right now, I would try that pickup line at the bar. I don't want you for your body because I know what your brains can do. You think I would get the chicks with that line or what?
Hey,
He said in the song. I married a beautiful and brainy woman, so I understand what that's all about.
you have to have both, I feel.
But to hear it in music, that's like the sexiest line I ever heard. Like I'd be like if I was the rock star on stage, I'd be pointing at the chicks, you know, and what you for your body, you know what your brains can do.
Oh, my.
My little Brit, I know, right? Swarming. My little British accent.
No, and he's not British.
I know he's Australian. I'm sorry. I keep doing that. Damn it. Nothing beats
Definitely
it.
no one because, you know,
Yeah, let's
well,
watch what we do.
night just ruined you.
Well, I just savaged our night. I ruined myself, but it's savaged by the appearance of none other than Nachus
Juice.
in the house. My man, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for showing up. I got plenty of beer tonight, Nachus. Just want you to know. Because, you know, like rock stars on this show require some beer because we're groovy.
Often.
Terrific. And I forgot to do the thank yous for last week. I'm sorry, but of course, thank you to Ray Castronovo, who was on our show last week. Terrific rock star. And Jewel, I was a little sad. You know, I love you and I love our music thing. Wednesday night, you missed an awesome appearance by Laura Cheadle, and she sang 3 songs from her personal studio on the program.
I know. I watch. I'm so upset.
Well, we'll bring her back. She definitely is planning to come back, and she's starring in a major network television show that she could not tell us anything about. But I'm on the lookout for it.
So, yes, we definitely have to bring her back because I have to see all the guests. I get so sad when I'm not here and get to sit on the interviews. You know, it's different. You know, we have regulars now on the show, and we see them like 4 or 5 times. But man, I like to see everyone.
Sure. And tomorrow night is, you know, tomorrow night's huge. I saw her last night on Monday Night Football. Cellist Sarah Chaffee. She's toured with Motley Crue and Aerosmith, Femmes of Rock, who have been on our show before. And she is now part of the Los Angeles Raiders in-house band. And they showed Steve Aoki scratching, and they like pull the camera back, and there she is, just like watching Steve Aoki go to town. Very cool.
I'm upset. I want to be here for everyone, but
I'm upset for you. You know, we will make it all work.
Yes.
Tomorrow night. Last week was Tiffany Mosher. Thank you again, Tiffany, for sitting in. Tomorrow night we do bring back Angela Marie. She likes to rough me up. I know Jewel loves that. I'm sure she watches and is like, get him, Angela.
I know tomorrow she's going to be even more comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
For it.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I love. That's what I love about you and her putting me in my place.
It's awesome. I should just throw a duck in there one time. Let her have at you.
Let me know. I mean, we got a lot of people like getting ready to do it. Some people from our past. Next week, Jeff Dwoskin from the Jeff Dwoskin Show steps in. He's got Dee Dee Pfeiffer on this show this week. I love Dee Dee Pfeiffer. She's so cute. She's his guest this week on his show. Speaking of shows, real quick, we got a few minutes to plug this, or a minute or two, before Eden comes on. Jewel, I want to tell you this right now, and all our folks out there. I don't mind plugging a great podcast. And my man, Roger Gardner at the Roger the Wild Child Show. Take it down, find it, because last week's episode was hilarious. From Freely's Comet, H. Freely's band, he had Todd Howarth on as a special guest. And Todd kept getting up and his pants kept falling down. So Todd showed his ass. And then, of course, he's got former Playboy Playmate Deborah Driggs on his panel. So she decided to show her ass. Then she did a nice little birthday dance for Roger for Todd's birthday. And it was just hilarious. It was a great time. Roger shared with me, and I watched and I laughed hysterically. And I'm going to share it with the people out there because, you know, we're not too proud. We know our show's terrific. Why not share some other stuff?
Yeah, I think you get demonetized for that on YouTube.
I do?
I mean, someone does show their hands.
Watch the usual Tuesday night.
And you might see me on there sometime in the future.
Maybe. You may not see Jules' ass, though.
No. None of that. I'm sorry. I can't.
That's okay, Joel. If you're showing your ass on any show, it'll be this one. And
Wow.
that's never happened. So,
Yeah.
until
You
the
were
big-
close. I mean,
Well,
you
you
in
know,
your like Smurf outfit. I don't know what was it in there.
I show my ass every week right here. This is me being one
You
big
know,
giant ass.
we have to get like a Halloween costume soon.
Yes, it's
We have
coming
to-
up, man.
I don't
Not
know.
only that, but we need a Halloween guest for the Tuesday night because Wednesday night, of course, we have Lydia Manson. And if you can't make it on Wednesday, we're gonna do.
Me? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
last soccer game is right there. So
Damn it! So we're gonna have to do a double whammy, a double header. I gotta find somebody great. There's a few horror type actresses that I can reach out to because Lydia is very cool. She's got a nice little resume.
Mhm.
One that I had in the past was Monique Dupree. Try and get her. She's very cool. She's a great screen. She was voted by Playboy Magazine one of the top 25 scream queens. So that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we of course, Yo Show alum. Back in the day before we had video.
Yeah. Now
So many
it's-
great people back when it was just audio. Like, damn it.
I know. That's why we try to get them back. Like we want to see your face.
Yes, like I'm bucking to get Steve motherfucking Howie because if that face pops up on this show and people are just cruising past and saying it, boom.
Yeah. It also helps if they share it.
True. Eden did a great job of sharing. He was sharing all over, and he even said, like,
Yeah.
what time do you start? Because I want to make sure my audience is ready, and that's great. A lot of people have been
Excellent.
popping in and out.
We
Um,
appreciate it.
The one and only Tina Marie Celine in the house, going under her new name, of course. Ascend and Conquer is the podcast. She did the first Yo 2.0 with me a few weeks back. She is lovely. She is beautiful. She's just a little bit wild like us, which we love. So good evening, Tina. Thanks for watching.
Hello. Thank you.
She might be maybe she'll be our Thanksgiving ritual because she was on Thanksgiving last year.
Oh man, yeah, that was fun.
That was a
Like
lot of fun. I had a great time. Maybe we'll bring her back every Thanksgiving.
I need a better setup though because she has a phenomenal setup, and Thanksgiving I'm always at my family's house, and it's kind of a yeah.
Her new pad is very cool. The layout's it's very it's kind of like like the talk shows you see like on TV, like the big couch, and she's just kind of like, sit. How's it going? I'm like, I'm pretty jealous of that.
I try to take notes from her. I try to learn from the queen. Like that's who I look up to. She is it.
We look up to you. Don't let Maria Daniels know that because I always tell Maria that I look up to her.
I do too. Are you kidding me? Maria is so hardworking. Like I don't understand how that woman works, but I would love to know.
And by
Teach
very
me
special,
your ways.
I know, right? Teach me. And by special request, ladies, Dwoskin will be here next Wednesday night.
Oh, okay.
I
I never met him.
I haven't met him
Many-
yet either. He got on my shit one night about never being on the Yo Show. So I'm like, dude, I hear you're preaching. Let's do it.
Well, does he know it's just you?
Yeah, sadly, I sadly informed him of that, and
Okay.
he's still going to come on. But
No, I act as your buffer. That's the only thing.
you do know what a buffer is, right?
I didn't say the other thing. I said buffer.
No, but a buffer is
No.
yeah.
You're thinking of some other word.
No, it's the porn industry.
Oh
The
my
porn is the buffer.
God.
Yeah, I had to say it.
I act as a barrier between you and your mouth and the other person.
Okay,
I can't. I'll stop. Where's my foot?
I almost choked to death laughing. Everybody says to me, like, dude, when Jules says things, how do you think so fast to react to them with your ridiculous
walk into
comments?
shit. That's why. I just walk
I-
into it all
You
the
do,
time.
dude. You walk right into it.
Amazing.
Oh my God. We are expecting Eden James any moment now.
So sorry. So sorry.
Yeah, so sorry, Eden. Your time is coming up. And trust me, as
Yes.
you know on
Help
this
me.
program, once the guests come on, we get kind of a G-rated Jeff. My man Dan Phillips in the house tonight. Dan, what is up? How about week 1, Dan? 32-6. The Jalen
gonna
Hurts
repeat my
era
shirt.
has begun.
was going to wear my Eagle shirt. The only one I have now is a Wentz shirt, so that's out.
I was going to wear my Slipknot shirt. In fact, I did.
Hmm.
I'm a big fan of this shirt. I'm a big fan of music in general.
Need
So.
new clothes.
I just want to check. I want to check emails and etc. and make sure that I didn't get a message from Eden. Just make sure he's cool and finding his way to us, because that happens from time to time. We're sophisticated here. Sometimes I outthink myself, and I run this program.
Go Eagles!
Go Eagles! Yeah. So Eden will be with us shortly, and man, I'm so fired up tonight, as you can tell.
That's good.
Well, you know what it is? Like I don't drink as much because now I'm like a working adult.
You have to get up.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
race to get home.
I mean the beer world is great.
feel
And
my
that's fun, but
it's rough, man. I mean, whew.
the alarm clock goes off at like 5:45 when I absolutely murder somebody.
Yeah, I hate getting up early. Like I hate alarms. I have to set like 4. They're pretty quiet, but I need at least like 3 to get up. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, well this morning, hey, you say the word. Dan's got season tickets to the Eagles, and me and him have had some ventures down there. It's a blast, man. So yeah, let's I usually don't go to Eagles games. I usually don't do nothing for the games. I sit home, but it was pretty exciting. What I saw the other night was pretty exciting.
I've never been to a regular season game.
Really?
Nope. Preseason. So I must get there. And yes, it looked like a blast on Sunday. Everyone
Sure
was
did.
out in full force.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you go to the Eagles game, don't forget to stop off at Chickies and Pete's on Packer Avenue and check out Loso Brewing Company's Sword and Stone, a double IPA.
They have that one?
Sword and Stone on Packer Avenue. And it was funny because the bar manager, Anthony, said, you know what? We're going to need something high octane. So when the Phillies fans and Eagles fans come down and they want to get like hyped up, we need like a heavy duty beer. So why not 8.5%?
I'm gonna tell my brother-in-law and my brother work down there. I have to tell them, and they go to that chicken and pizza a lot. Like, get some Loso beer.
Absolutely. Just shared a text. We just shared a text with Eden. He's got a little bit of microphone trouble, but he will be here shortly. So
okay.
We'll stall. We'll talk. You're stuck with me and Jewel until then.
But Broadway's open. How about that? Like everything is opening back up and closing back down at the same time.
That's big news, though. Very excited for the opening of Broadway because, like I said, that is kind of like the entertainment world. And last night, again, like I said, like Las Vegas, like they waited to reveal this stadium for the Raiders for 2 years, and it was bumping last night. Super cool. Now Broadway is back, hopefully to sell out crowds.
It's tough to get tickets. They have like a Hamilton lottery, but usually you have to like order your tickets months in advance, which I have to get on. I've always wanted to see the Rockettes. I've yet to see the Nutcracker. I have to take Joey at Christmas time to see the Nutcracker, but Rockettes would be amazing too. But yeah, I haven't been to like a Broadway show in New York. Like I've seen Cats here and
I've seen Cats here
in Philadelphia, but yeah, to go to New York and see a Broadway show is just an experience.
I would love to do that, definitely. You can catch the Yo Show on Broadway.
Yeah.
Harry Connick Jr. as Jeff. I don't know why that name stuck in my head, and Jewel Tatey as Jewel. They don't want my face. They get an actor for me. It's the Yo Show.
Chicago is one of my favorites. When I was in college, I worked on Rent and The Producers, so I've seen them and it was actual Broadway people, and they would come to Penn State, and I worked in this auditorium, and they would come in and do the shows. I would dress the girls and do all the stage crew stuff backstage. Yeah, it was exciting.
Girls.
Oh, it's a fast pace. I mean, you have to be on top of it, but
dressing the girls sounds like a job.
I know.
Job for me. All right, it's time for me to behave because it's time to put on my professional hat. Our very special guest, ladies and gentlemen, and when I say rock star, when I say goddamn rock star, I mean it. This dude's music is super cool. brand new album out. We're going to talk to him about that, his music, and his projects right now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome singer, songwriter, the amazing Mr. Eden James to the program. All right.
Jeff and Jewel, hi. How are you?
Hello,
Doing
how
great.
are you?
Your microphone's perfect, dude. You sound better than that.
I know I had some trouble with it earlier, but it's I finally got it up and running, so I think we're good, right? You can hear me.
We're very good. I can hear you just fine. The accent is amazing. I tried it before you came on. I'm not good at it.
Jeff, can you give me another one? Just give me another. How about? Can I give you something to say and then you repeat it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. How about this? Throw another shrimp on the Barbie, mate.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie, mate. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's good enough. Let's celebrate with that.
He was having some fish and chips earlier, so he didn't know.
Yeah, I had like British, Australian. It's all mixed up. You'll take an Australian and be like, who is your totally American friend there trying to fit in? But thank you very much for coming on the program. We're very excited to have you. The music is fantastic. We played Stranger earlier. So let's get right to that. I love knowing about the songs right after we play them. Talk to us a little bit about Stranger, what it's about, and a little something about the creativity of that song.
Yeah, Stranger started out as I wrote that on an acoustic guitar, so it started out as a blues type song.
Awesome.
And it sort of still is in a way, but I really wanted to take it into a sort of a more produced pop territory, and not like top 40 pop, but more like a sort of middle of the road hybrid type pop, rock pop. Let's put it that way, rock pop territory.
I like that.
So that was a bit of a challenge, but the song is about like getting over a breakup, and the best way to do that is just go say hello to a stranger. Hi.
I like
hello
that.
to a stranger.
Yeah, we're saying hello. And I got to ask you. I mean, I know you own your music and you own your record label. I want to steal the phrase and put it on a T-shirt that says, "I don't want you for your body because I know what your mind can do or your brains can do." Yeah. I want to say that to every woman on earth. I'm married, so my wife will clobber me, but I want to say that to every woman on earth.
Yeah, well, let's split the royalties and let's go with it. Let's make those T-shirts. I'm happy to do that.
Have you ever used a lyric as a pickup line?
Let's see.
You counting how many times?
No, look, actually, my favorite introductory line is "Hi, I'm Eden."
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, that works.
It works. There we go. So I just find that it's very sincere and honest, and it's sort of it starts a conversation. That's all you really want to do.
Right.
But it works when you're a good-looking rock star. Like I told you, you look a little bit like a cross between like Harry Connick and who did I say? Hugh Jackman. Like you got like that. Like if I could play guitar, sing like you, and look like that, I'd be saying hi. I'm eating to every girl on the planet. I mean, come on, man.
I'm seeing some Robin Thicke now that we're saying, you know, in this.
Oh wow! Is it the hair? I put my I hairsprayed it today, so I put some volume in it.
It's working.
I don't have that either. I'm striking out big time. Dude.
But look at your beard, dude. It's
beautiful.
beautiful.
Sure. Thank you.
Look at the volume in that.
Yeah. He has a guy for that, so.
Your beard guy? Can you hook me up with your beard guy, please?
Absolutely. It's terrific. He sells like the best products around. So the new album is out, and it's All the Good Blank Are Taken. Now, of course, I got to ask you a two-part question. Number one, I want to just talk to me about making the album. Number two, what is All the Good Blank? Is that a kind of fill in your own thing, or is like you're basically saying shit without putting shit on it? What is All the Good Blank?
It is whatever you want it to be. It is it's basically choose your own adventure type thing.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
It's if you think all the good jobs are taken, then this album's for you. If you think all the good seats on the bus are taken, then this album's for you. If you think all the good partners, dates, earrings are taken, then this album's for you.
Wow, that's great. I love that.
Yeah, it's really kind of just a little thing that I did. I thought it was a bit clever, but also playful and very broad. And I thought that sounds good. It's gimmicky, sure.
It's terrific. When I saw it, I'm like, is there a word that we're supposed to be filling in, or are there many words, like you just said? Like it could be anything to anybody.
Right, and it gets you thinking immediately. So it's not a throwaway title because as soon as you see it, you think, what the hell's that about? And so you start engaging intellectually or mentally with it and think, what does that mean? So already it's got you in. So it's okay. So I made you curious. So I made you start thinking about the product, the album, the artist. That's a good start.
I feel like there's a lot of psychology in your naming of things and your pickup lines already. But let's go back to the start. How did you get your start? Obviously, you were born in Australia. And when did you come here? And how was your journey?
So my start was, I started playing drums in year 3. I was 8 years old, and I started playing drums in the school marching band. So that was the beginning. My mum is a pianist. She has a piano, and she played piano growing up. And that was always about. My brother was a vinyl collector. My older brother was a vinyl collector at that time. So I got to the benefit of getting quality sort of classic rock handed to me from my older brother, which was a blessing for sure. And then, so I always loved music, and I always thought, well, I'm going to be playing it. And obviously, if you're 8 years old playing drums, you want to be in a rock band, right?
Sure, absolutely.
And I was listening to In Excess and Poison and just rock bands, right?
Sure.
And then after high school, I went to music college. And at music college, I thought, this is definitely it. This is going to be my career for sure. And then a little later on, I got my first record deal in Australia with Collision Records. And my debut album, Never Setting Sun, was released on Collision Records. And that started me out in Australia. And then Greece picked up on that later, and it went to #1 in Greece. So I had a hit there. Which and so the rest was just like scrambling just to try to keep up. And I'm still scrambling today. It's like...
It's exciting, though.
Yes, it is exciting. Yeah. It's an exciting career. It's never a dull moment.
And that's great. And like I said, we played a song here. We got another song later after you leave us. And I'm in love with it because to me, it's a classic sound. But you also have the classic approach. Like a lot of bands nowadays want to put out a single, let the fans kind of catch up and sing all the time. You came out with this giant album with a bunch of songs on them, which is terrific. And you're like, here I am. Do you think the album is making a comeback, like the big full album? Because I know a lot of people do like the EP and a single at a time. Do you think the big album needs to make a comeback?
I think it does.
I love it.
Well, you think about it. The album is like a sit down or an experience in listening. It's meant to be listened from song 1 to the song end, to the last song. And it's supposed to, like, when you go to the theater, there's a, act 1, act 2, act 3, you're supposed to experience this in a chronological order. So a lot of artists make their albums like that. And it's a shame that with this modern way of listening that people cherry pick their singles and they really just listen to playlists. It's a shame that I know people do listen to albums in entirety from the start to the finish, but a lot less. It's more like the real music buffs and the huge enthusiasts do that. And the vinyl lovers do it because they have to, right? This is what the great thing about vinyl is. You have to listen to it from the beginning to the end. Well, you don't, but unless you're a DJ, like picking up the needle and putting it across all the time.
Yeah, once that needle's on, the needle stays until the side's over. I don't want to keep getting up.
No, you don't want to do that.
But you said you I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what would you say is the one must listen to album on vinyl?
Ooh, good one.
Oh, wow. Okay, so look, behind me I have a few albums on my wall here. There's actually The Violent Femmes right here.
Ah, yes.
And that, I think I listened to that as a teenager. And as a teenager, that was really the right album to be listening to.
Yes.
It's got, like rebellion, anti-authority.
Dirty words.
Lots of dirty words. Sex.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
As a teenager, that's obviously all that's on your mind. So that's a good one to start with.
Sure. Being from Australia, are you a big AC/DC fan? Because I freaking love AC/DC.
So I'm not a huge AC/DC fan, but I am a fan. And it's one of those journeys, like it's also Led Zeppelin. It's something that I came to sort of later and slowly. I wasn't like into it all at the beginning, but I recognized them as great songs. When I heard them, and obviously people just love to get on the dance floor and party music, put on some AC/DC. I think Iron Man the first Iron Man movie really brought them back in a big way.
Yes,
on the world scale, which is the powerful thing that Hollywood or movies or film has on music. If you can get a song on a film that reaches a whole new audience and a massive audience, then wow, that's just amazing. My music's been on film, but not on like big films yet.
Not yet.
Right. That's exciting, though. Well, a Stranger, it was compared. You wanted to make it in a Leonard Cohen type style. Is that correct? But as I'm hearing it, I'm hearing like George Thorogood. Like, how did you gather inspiration for your style on that song?
So I was on the subway here in New York, and I was listening before I wrote this song. I was listening to a lot of Leonard Cohen, and his lyricism is almost second to none. It's almost like I think there's a quote that I forget who said this. I think it was a music journalist. When Dylan came out, he blew everybody's minds, all except Cohen's. It was like Leonard Cohen's lyricism is actually just pops Dylan's. And I mean that's debatable, obviously.
Sure.
Both amazing lyricists. So I was listening to a lot of Cohen. I was on the subway, listening to the song, and I was recognizing and noticing how his cheeky playfulness when it comes to courting and pickup lines and things like that. And he was just such a master of that. And I just wanted to pay attention to how he did that. So lyrically in Stranger, there's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of sort of cheekiness, playfulness, but definitely advancing, initiating the communication and seeing where this could go as a romantic lead.
Take notes.
Yeah.
Take notes out there, fellas, because it's good. Like, it's good, clean pickup lines. That's some of the crap you hear on the street.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Chelsea hotel when you go back and listen to it. I'm like, this is a dirty song. But it's so good. So yeah, I get that now.
You've been all around the world and looking at the list. Japan and Norway, of course, United Kingdom. You had a big hit in Greece. What's it like to travel the world with your music, and where's some of your favorite places you've played?
So it's a great perk, a huge perk, obviously, having a job that allows you to travel and play music and make art at the same time. So this is why people love this job. It's not without its drawbacks, of course, but these are some of the perks. It's the travel and getting to enjoy yourself and meet new people, see new cultures. So part of the traveling, I suppose, was the motivation for traveling for me, for my career, was I want a bigger audience. I want to go where there is more opportunity. So I left Australia for the UK. I lived in London for quite a while and started making more music and putting out more albums there. I suppose I was just thinking of this today. Actually, my favorite gig in the UK was at the O2 Islington Academy in Angel, I think it is, or Islington. But I think it's changed names because it used to be called O2 from the brand name, but I think it's now maybe, I don't know, some other big brand name, whether it's Carling or some telephone network or something like that. But
it's usually how they all fall.
But I think as an up and coming artist, you really look at these big headline sort of venues and think, I need to play there, or when will I be ready to play there? And it's important that you don't push that, because although you want to do it, as soon as you can,
sure.
If you do it and there's no one who comes to see you and it's like it's a blank crowd, well, they're not going to book you again. So it's important not to rush that. If I have any advice for people who are starting out, or even like getting to a good stage in their live gigging career, is I know you want to play those bigger stages, but don't rush it, because it will happen in time. But focus on doing great shows every time, and sometimes those smaller stages with bigger audiences or more obvious fans will get more people talking.
Yeah, I agree. It makes sense. We have those kind of places around here in Philly, like the TLA, the former Electric Factory, like small venues, but they always pack, and the crowd is just that much more electric that you get more in touch with the band, and it actually makes the band explode as compared to like a giant venue. You're like, all right, this is cool, but not like that packed house, man. I feel it.
Yeah. So speaking of like those smaller venues, Rockwood Music Hall here in New York is a legendary venue now. And when I first came here, which was 10 years ago, I went to see, that was the first venue I went to see an act at, and I saw Martha Wainwright play there.
Wow.
Get
And-
out! That's
yeah.
that's Rufus's aunt, right?
Is it his aunt or could be? I thought it was. Wait, I thought it was his sister.
Oh.
Rufus's-
Oh, I thought it was his aunt. I love her though. Yeah,
I think it might be. Yeah.
that's amazing.
Anyway,
And
she
she's great
was
too.
amazing. And yeah, so I love that venue. As soon as I saw that and thought, wow, I love this venue. I have to play here. So I set myself a little goal. It's like, okay, get a gig there. And now I've played there umpteen times, and it's a great venue. I love seeing bands there too because it's so small and intimate, but great production, great sound, and every show is a great show.
Yeah. Well, every show in Philly is a great show, so you need to like
I
come
need to
down
come
here,
to Philly.
play some
I've not
shows.
been there. Yeah. If you guys know Rockwood Music Hall in New York, where would you recommend bands of that caliber to play in Philly?
Go ahead, Jeff. You got this.
Well, early next year, me and 3 partners are opening a gigantic brewery up in Feasterville, Pennsylvania, which will be about a 10,000 square footer with a stage. Right there's a great. We would love to have guys like you come and rock out. But as far as Rockwell, I'd say probably the TLA is a great Philadelphia venue down on South Street. I think it holds, what, Joel, correct me, 2,000 people maybe?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's intimate, but it's always a good time and a good
There's
show.
there's a great bar. So there's bar, for people to like kickbacks and beers. Always real tight. The front of the house just packs immediately as soon as the doors open. Definitely a legendary place. Love it.
Yeah, the
Great.
one that I would also recommend just closed down. It was a very, very old building, Trocadero, but I saw some great shows there. It had a lot of history. But yeah, the TLA and the Electric Factory too. That's still alive and kicking. So yeah,
And
great
the
venues.
Fillmore, of course. There's a lot of them around here.
Yeah.
Barbary. That's
Well,
good.
when you open that brewery venue, book me. I'll be there. I'll take my band and I'll come play there for sure.
I would love it. And what we're trying to do is kind of incorporate the show, do a little interview beforehand, have people learn you, and then just get up and kick a little bit of ass on the stage. That's like we're all about. We're music lovers like you are. So I totally feel that. What's next? You got new album out. You're ready to hit the road. Now that things are opening up, some more tours. And, what's next on your plate?
So what's next is I have a live album coming out, which I don't have a date for yet because I'm still sort of, like, as I said, scrambling just to keep up with. There's a lot going on right now. I have a few of these awards. Wait.
I know. I do it all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. I can't.
I have a few of these awards behind me.
Which are terrific. Congratulations, by the way.
Oh,
Great
thanks.
list of awards. Outstanding.
Yeah, I'm just blown away by how many. Last week I heard I won my 25th music award
Wow.
for from this album. So I want to thank everyone who's helping me do that, spreading the word and listening to my music and all that. What's next? So a live album is next. So 2 years ago, pre-pandemic, we played a show at here in New York at Baby's All Right, which was a great venue. It's got a great backstage wall full of like these tiny lights, which they're not that tiny, but actually it looks amazing anyway. So that's coming out as a live album, hopefully before the end of the year. So watch out for that.
That's
Absolutely.
exciting. I'm sorry.
You said backstage. Do rock stars like the backstage life, or is it like, let me get the hell out of here? I just got done playing and beat. I want to get the hell out of here.
No, well, personally, so I think each to their own, but personally, I like to keep the party going. It's like
Our kind
That's
of
what I'm
people.
talking about. Yeah.
you're playing this on stage, you're playing to a room full of people, you're playing your own music, you're connecting with them, and they're connecting with you. It's that kind of feeling. It's very unique and very special. So I feel like prolong it as long as possible. Keep that party going, and just really make it a great experience. I understand if people say they do their show and then they want to go and be quiet and sort of come back down. I completely understand that as well. And I'm sure if you're doing it on the road where you're doing it back to back, that you have to do that. You just can't keep partying every night. So it's sort of moderation.
that adrenaline when you go on stage and coming off stage. I can imagine the rush that you get. So totally get it. You're our kind of people, and we can't wait to see you perform. But on the last album, you worked with some amazing people. I personally have seen Charles Giordano with Bruce on a couple tours. So that's huge. That's big time. So how did that all work out, and how did that come to be and everything?
Yeah, that's amazing. He's such a talented musician, and of course, being in the Bruce Springsteen band, so he's got so much kudos and credibility there. My co-producer Tim Leitner works with these guys. I guess he's worked with them over the decades, and he asked me did he ask me? He said, yeah. He said, like, I know a keyboard player, Charles Giordano. He said, do you want me to see if I can get him in on the record? Yeah. Oh, incidentally, he plays in Bruce's band.
Just the E Street band.
Yeah.
That's all.
Big deal. And the same with Larry Saltzman from the Paul Simon band. He said, I know a guitarist who might be like really good fit for this. He's Paul Simon's guitarist, but I think he might like this stuff.
That sounds so amazing.
Yeah.
Do you get jitters still going out on stage? You get a little nervous still, or is this like second nature? Because we get different answers from every musician on here. Some say nervous every time. Some say, nah, man, it's just me and my natural habitat. I just go out and kick ass. What's it like for you?
I do get nervous, especially if I haven't played in a while. So if I'm doing back-to-back shows or even like, once every week, I'll be fine. But if I haven't played in like a few weeks or months, there'll definitely be some nerves. Absolutely. It's like jitters. And it's just like, you just I think that comes from a place of, have I forgotten anything? What am I not thinking about?
Oof.
And it's like, well, maybe I should make a list, right? Just like write a list of everything I need to think of. But it's things like down to, it's like costume things and like, bracelets, socks, jackets, like defluffers off your little small, all these things that you have to think of. I don't have a personal assistant yet, so if you want to come and intern for me for the next live show, please come.
I'm available. I need a job. I will volunteer.
When she dedicates herself to something, she's absolutely amazing. I'm telling you, you'd be blown away. You would be like, you'd sleep 10 minutes before the show because she's having it all laid out.
Wow.
Mr. James, bam.
Everything.
Oh, that sounds like a dream come true. That sounds, it's like a dream. I don't want to have to worry about those little things.
Right, I hear you.
Because it takes away from your performance, right? If you're focusing on one of those small things, you're not focusing on the performance and the song.
Sure.
And so that sort of takes your attention away, which is a lot difficult then to just snap back into it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So how was it the first, you've played live this year, correct? So how was it that first show out of the pandemic and this whole crazy year?
Well, it was firstly, we felt so good just to get out and playing again on stage with an audience. And it was really enjoyable, firstly. But again, so many jitters because I haven't played for a year at that point. So the last show was this summer here in New York. And it was like, okay, well, what's my set list? How do I do this?
Where's my assistant?
Yeah, where's my assistant? Back to the list. I'm thinking all these things that I got to do. So honestly, it's actually a little bit taxing. It's really taxing to do a live show. After it, I thought, wow, that was intense. That was like, I can't do another one of those tonight. It's like I don't know. It's just too much to take on by myself. So it gets me thinking. It's like, okay, so I need to either space these out, or I need to invest more into resources like people to help me out with these kind of things. Which is always a hard decision. It's like, well, okay, so you borrow more money. Is that what we have to do? Like, I don't know. It
seems like you're building a good team around you, and I feel like that's so important as a musician. You have your record label, and you're making music with all these amazing instrumentalists. So, I think you're forming that little pod you need to set off and do a big tour.
Yeah, Jill, that's one of the most important thing that I think is easily overlooked and many times overlooked is putting a team around you. It doesn't really matter how much experience they have. Obviously, the more experience, the better for you. But at the beginning, just put a team. Just make sure there's enthusiasm there. There's people who want to be there. You know, they want to show up. And usually comes from friends and family at the very beginning. You know, it's usually spouses, parents, like cousins, siblings. You know, look at all these bands who have siblings in the bands. Like, well, I understand why you're successful.
Yeah.
Because you're sharing the load.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's super, like, it's one of the main things, I think, especially if you're a solo artist. If you're a band, you've now got 4 or 5 people doing all this, so that's great.
Yeah.
If you're a solo artist like me, all my band members, they're hired guns. They're paid. They're great, but they get paid to do what they do, is show up, learn the music, show up and play. Everything else is a sort of like a one-man show. It's like, I have to think about all the management and everything else. Like I said, anyway, I don't want to harp on that too much.
But let's not forget, of course, we have to plug the amazing public relations team, Beatrice Kimball and that gang. So, of course, we're going to plug them because they do great work and they bring us great acts. And you certainly are one of them. Jewel and Beatrice got back together, and Jewel's like, give us a list. And she gave us a list. I'm looking at the names. I'm like, can't wait. Start listening to the music and checking it out. And I'm just blown away by everybody. And I got to tell you, my apologies. Everybody else has been there. You might be my favorite. You're like an absolute rock star, dude. And this is super cool. And I'm loving every minute of it. We're already at our half-hour limit. I'm like depressed now. I gotta cut you loose.
Okay.
Yeah,
so which part level is it? Is it the music or is it the interview style? You know, or are they both up?
Both, dude. Both are great. And if I can call you dude, like, because you're like a dude. Both. The music is excellent. Your delivery is great. You interview perfectly. Very cool, laid back. The answers are very sincere. And you can feel the passion and the love for your music and your profession just right through the microphone. I can feel it in my headphones, man.
Oh. Thanks, Jeff and Jill. Thanks so much. You guys are great.
I
feel we could be friends.
Trust me. I hope so too. Do me one favor before you go. In your best Australian accent, just hit me with the Yo Show rocks.
The Yo Show rocks.
Yeah, soundbite. I'm saving that. So down below we have. Everything to check it out. The website, of course, www.edenjames.com. Facebook, of course, at Eden James as well. You can check out his personal music page. Instagram, Eden_James. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Check out the songs. I already got them downloaded on my Apple playlist. The new album, all the good tacos are taken. Is out now. Jewel, what is it for you? All the good what are taken, Jewel? Man. I kind of thought she was going to say that.
Right. What else am I going to say? I don't know.
Jewel, get yourself a man that says, hi, my name's Aiden, with a great accent and plays guitar.
Thank you.
Yeah, we want to thank you very much for coming on. We had an absolute blast. And like I said, definitely when the live album comes out, let's bring it back. Let's do it again. Let's bring it to Philly, man, and let's be friends because you're awesome, dude. Outstanding.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for having me on, Jeff and Jewel, and the Yo Show. You covered everything. I don't need to say anything else. But if you are listening to this and haven't heard of me, these guys have really jumped me up a lot, and I hope you enjoy the music.
We don't lie here. When we say something is great, we mean it, and it's great. Eden James, thank you very much. And again, we'll be listening, we'll be watching, and we'll be talking to you really soon.
Pleasure.
Have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Absolutely incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Eden James. Jewel, like I said, we get I can remove you from that part. I can let you go from there. If I kick him out totally, it always says kick from studio. I hate doing that to him, but it says kick from studio. But you gotta let him go.
I'm mad at you for doing that to him.
I know, I hate it. I'm mad at myself. Honestly, it's 9:05. It's 9:05.
I could hear his voice all night, okay?
Let me try my accent again. No, it sucks. Bring back Eden. We're gonna start doing. We do Yo Show. We do Yo Show 2.0. Jewel's gonna do Yo Show the 3rd Thursday nights with Jewel and Eden James.
In my dreams.
Oh man, wow. maybe even in my dreams, because he's just that cool. He's a dude, man. His music's awesome. And the interview is great because, what's that?
So thank you, Beatrice.
Yes, thank you, Beatrice, for another terrific act. And he's just absolutely awesome. So I tell you what, I'm still so much in the adrenaline rush and the high. I want to play another song.
Yeah, we need some music.
We definitely need some music. This one is, yeah.
Need a moment.
Give Joel a chance to fan off. And even myself, I'm a little fan geek. You know, I'm like, oh. And I got to find a way to get that soundbite where it just said, Yo Show rocks. That made my night. I can
Jeff
still
and
feel
Joe rock.
I can feel it shaking in my headphones. So yeah, let's do another song by our awesome guest, Eden James. This one is called Something Called Love. Just as great as the first song, and I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely love it. We're going to load it up here with a little share screen. It's a little light end technology, but worth the minute or two wait while I load it up. And another music video as well, Jules. So you get to see the whole experience. Check it out here. About 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Our guest tonight, the amazing, I'm going to say that, our amazing new best friend, Eden James. Something Called Love right here on the Air Show. We'll be right back.
Do is kiss the ground. Second thing I'm gonna do is get you around and tell you how good you got it here by the ocean side. Yeah, I had some friends, but they went away. I guess they started building homes, places to pray. Me, I'm just a hand around trying to find some peace in my mind. I'm crying for nothing. I'm dying for something called love, 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 love. City down the city, backstage to bed. I can't stop running from what's in my head. All I do is think of you swimming in the sea of my mind. I'm crying for nothing. I'm dying for something called love, 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 love. I gave away my all. She was the net in my fall. They say time heals us all. Me, I still ask, what is love? What you got? What's it called? She wasn't there in my fall. Time to say, here's a song. I'm tired of asking, what is love?
Wowza.
Something called love. Eden James, our very special guest tonight on the Yo Show. Jewel, God, I thought I was sad when we had to cut him off from the interview. I'm sad when the song ends. Still, I'm like looking at the timer. I'm
I
like,
know.
oh no, it's almost over.
Yeah, you should have just stayed.
Right?
With us.
Next time we do a 24-hour marathon show, he could be our third.
Yes.
He could sit in with us, and he could talk in his great accent. And he sent me some. He sent me some super nice messages. I'll need to get your individual Facebook and Insta profiles to follow you both. Already following the Stoop Network on YouTube. Wow.
He's the best.
Honored. Like, I'm just, like, honored.
All right, Jeff, you gonna send that to him or what?
Yeah, I am. I'm going to send him, like, wow.
Thank you, Eden. Wow. Great performer.
Wow, that's terrific. And definitely worthwhile. I'm telling you, everything down below, the website, EdenJames.com. Facebook, he's got a Facebook, like, entertainment page, Eden James, of course. Instagram, Eden _ James. And I mean it, man. Get out to YouTube. Get the Apple Music. Get the Spotify. Get the album, man. Get it all. Get it. I can't wait till tomorrow. My ride to work. I got to be at work tomorrow too at 7:15. And it's going to be worth every second of it. I'm going to be blasting those songs.
I know. I feel like we didn't get to half the things, but just go on whatever music streaming platform you listen to. I have Napster, and I have Eden James on my Napster.
There you go.
wherever you get your music, and download and stream it, because great music, great guy, as we just saw.
I think I'm going to stop the show right now. Like, what else can I do?
I don't know.
Let me do like goofy segments and run my big mouth. Well, nothing brings down the let me say the animal allure of male female. Quite like listening to me. If that doesn't put a buzzkill in you people, nothing will.
Or just you trying to do a Australian.
Yeah, Australian accent. My voice shrivels and dries up, if you know what I mean, there in the sexual world. So sit back, listen to me. If you're with someone you don't love, this will definitely not make them want sex.
Wow. Okay. What do we have next? I wish I did some transitions, or maybe had a segment of my own so I could just interject.
Yeah, right. Just shut Jeff up for a few minutes. Well, this is one that's like a group one. Of course, it's Let's Argue. Let's do Let's Argue real quick. Because this one was quick. The end result was a lot easier than I expected. But here it is, Jewel. And you get to bring back one classic store. It's Blockbuster Video, Radio Shack, Toys R Us, or Borders, the book and music store. Jewel, I know you don't always chime in, and you like to do it on the show. So give us your answer. What are you bringing back, and why?
Wait, what's the song? What's the song? I forget.
I don't know. Let's bring Eden James back in to do Let's Argue. Hello, Jewel. Let's try Let's Argue.
Toys R Us kid. I know.
I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got ins and nose and Toys R Us that I go play with. 2 bikes, 2 trains, 2 video games. It's the greatest toy store there is. Gee whiz, I don't want to grow up, because even if I did, want to be a Toys R Us kid. Man, I mean, I took Joey. It was her 3rd birthday. Jeffrey gave her a balloon and a crown, and Jeffrey with a G, and she just walked the halls of Toys R Us, and I always looked at the video games and was so excited for her. I miss Toys R Us so much. I mean, I can't believe they actually did it and closed down, because now as parents, where do we go? We have to go to Target, which is so expensive, and just
Walmart and Target.
Walmart is such a, a hodgepodge of different things. I miss Toys R Us so much. And, Borders and Radio Shack and what was the other one? Blockbuster. All on Amazon. I mean, movies are just streamed now. But, like, all that stuff you can get on Amazon. But Toys R Us, that was an experience for me and my kid. So, yeah, it's very sad. But I heard they're bringing it back. Or Kitty City, maybe.
They're bringing back. They're supposed to bring Toys R Us back in Macy's. Supposed to be part of Macy's department store with their own Toys R Us section. I don't know. And you said Kitty City. Now, I don't know. I know we have a pretty decent sized age gap. You weren't around for Kitty City, were you?
Yes, I was. It closed down. I was younger, but yeah, I remember when it was. God, it was like down on Aramingo. Am I correct? Or we weren't
think
the same area.
they had one in Aramingo. No, they did.
Okay.
They had an Aramingo. They had a Toys R Us in Aramingo as well.
Okay.
They had a Kitty City in Fisherville at the Fisherville Mall. There's a Kitty City. And I think there was one in Northeast Philly where now where the Target is on Common. It used to be right up by that area. There used to be a Kitty City there.
That was definitely a Toys R Us. Did they have a Kitty City there?
They had
too?
both. They had a Kitty City and a Toys R Us open around the corner. So yeah, it was.
Do you
both.
remember Sahara Sam's? That was my jam. And DC Kids Fun Zone.
I do remember Sahara Sam's. I remember. Well, when I think of that area, I think of the nightclub.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, I can't think of the name of it now. Somebody hit me with it right by the Roosevelt Mall where all the teeny bopper kids used to hang out. Oh my God. Somebody hit me, please.
TJ's? PJ's?
Mardi Gras.
Oh.
Mardi Gras.
Way off.
Wow. That place. That's
Was that was an underage club?
Yeah, it was for under 21.
Wow. We used to go to Egypt, 18 and under nights.
Yeah. Used to love Egypt even for the adult portion.
That's where I met Nick Carter. I grabbed his blonde hair. And
oh, God, I thought you were going to say something else. Holy God. Sweet Jesus. I used to love that place. But, yeah, so let's get to – I forgot about the results. I'm like blowing past it. Got too much Eden James on the brain. Anyway, so our audience out of those –
that's my new song.
Borders was last, 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean –
Barnes & Noble is so awesome. Like, I don't think that's ever going away. And they have toys.
I know.
Barnes & Noble and Starbucks. Come on.
I know. They've got it all.
Yeah.
Next up was Blockbuster. Like I said, you can get movies pretty much anywhere. Netflix has them all.
It was an experience, but now we don't need it. It's like
the experience was like, back then being a single guy, and like you get this girl, you're like, oh, I want to come over, let's watch a movie, and you race, and all the good shit is gone.
Oh.
And you're stuck with like a 1960s movie, and you look like a geek.
You want to watch Grease too?
Grease, nobody watches Grease too. Adrian Smed, I mean, for the love of God.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess when the new releases come out, you're kind of screwed. They only had a couple. Rewind.
Every once in a rare while, I was there just in time. But then they got to the point where they would still have like 100 of each new release, and you still couldn't get them.
Well, I remember being so young, and I would like not go near horror. Now all I watch is horror movies.
That's weird. I'm still not a big horror guy.
No, I wasn't for like a lot of my life. In the past couple of years, I'm like, well, my life's a horror movies. Just give me any worse. Make me feel better.
Done it, seen it, been there, done it. Crazy X, been there. Slasher, done it. Oh my God, it's good stuff. Next up was, if you want great electronics that break easily, Radio Shack. I'll be damned if anything I bought at Radio Shack ever lasted over a year. I
know, but it was amazing the things you would find at Radio Shack.
Yes.
Like, ooh, I need this. I need this right now. You know what I miss? Every Friday, my older brother would pick me up, and we would go to Tower Records.
Oh,
we would buy concert tickets. He would always get me the new Eminem. Like it was just that was like my preteen years. Was going to Tower Records, and
I'm sure Northeast Tower Records, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the one downtown.
No, I don't think I ever went to that one. Definitely,
it was okay, but Northeast was the shot, and they had the movies upstairs and music downstairs, and then they had the thing where they had the booth where they put like all the new releases in a booth, and you could listen to them on your headphones and see if you like them and all.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's where I fell in love with. Oh my God, I forget the name of the band. Jesus, I'm getting so old. I'll think of it. It'll hit me like down the line when it's all said and done. Toys R Us blew away the competition, 42 votes. Toys R Us. I mean, especially now with Funko Pops and all this stuff I collect, I would be like lost in Toys R Us. I'd spend like my entire day there.
You need them. I know. And there wasn't like an aisle I wouldn't go down. Like you just had to check out everything new.
If you got desperate, there's like ghetto stores like KB. Like
KB, they still have those. Now it's
Nah.
all like the smart toys. Like I don't
ugh.
want that crap.
I want no smart toy. I want to be. I don't want to none learn anything.
I have to tell you, I am in quite a pickle, and I don't know if anyone out there can help me, but me and Duck and Joey have successfully completed every Zelda game out there.
Wow.
We beat them all. As of last night,
Wow.
we beat the new, I beat it before, but Skyward Sword again. So I need a game like that, a roundabout. I know there's a couple, but I don't know. Some of them are very kiddie and some of them are like too Skyrim-ish. So I need like a happy medium. I need a new game to play.
Check out Twitch. Check us out on Twitch too. But like Twitch is everybody.
That's true. Yeah.
Streaming games and they always got stuff.
I can't believe we beat every single one. Like they need to come out with a new one.
That's like her and Mario. Like there's no Mario game that challenged her.
Right.
It's kind of wild to watch.
We beat every Mario game too. Like the new one, the Odyssey. I mean, it was so much fun, but we beat it in like a couple weeks.
She finds herself getting bored, like I said, with the chemo, and sometimes she's just kind of hanging out on her recliner. She's like, I need something new to do. I'm like, I'll bring the Nintendo down. You can play Mario. She's like, why? Like,
no, beat them all. See, with Zelda, it's a big story. So I feel like once you completed it, it's like, I don't want to go and do it again. I mean, I've beaten games like more than once, but I want that feeling of like a new story and a new journey and everything.
I feel you, and hopefully more will come out. Like I'm not great at Guitar Hero, but I love Guitar Hero. And the other night I was playing it, and I usually put like, I get a little like weird with it. Like I put on like a 20-song playlist and I act like I'm on stage and playing, and I'm drinking my beer between songs. I'm a big rock star, but I'm pretty much sick of my set list. It's the same 20 songs every goddamn time.
That's what we have to do because I mean, Duck is expert. You already know that. Like, she is
medium,
wild.
and I still.
Oh no, yeah, me, I'm medium too, but she's freaking expert. And I think we just have to get Rock Band and have parties with you guys and do a jam session.
I like it. I'm the guy. And you know what? I hate when I miss the note.
Yeah,
because I hate that dullness. But you know what's worse? Yeah, when your finger slip and you miss the real long note, and you're just sitting there, and it's like, you're like, I'm not playing anything.
Yeah, that must be where we have to go next. Is like Rock Band because that's always fun.
I'm in. I'm a little more Guitar Hero. I love karaoke. It was funny. The girl Angela that's going to be with us tomorrow night claims that she can out karaoke me.
Whoa!
I should tell her to
big statement.
I should tell her to pick a partner and go toe to toe with me and Jewel.
I found out a local bar does karaoke on Thursday nights.
Local here?
To you, yeah.
Okay, Thursday nights
starts with an S. Yeah.
Because I know one
NF Road.
Can you text it to me? Because I know
friggin'
idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, Thursday nights karaoke.
I know a place with a tremendous cheesesteak that does it on Saturday nights.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
We have to get to one of these days.
That might be the throwdown. That's how we met.
Throw down, invite Angela.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, that's how me and Joel first fell in love. We karaoke.
It was a blast.
And I
said we were great singers.
Where is this at?
What?
Oh, NF Road. I never rode. I know. I've never been there. Believe it or not. I
haven't either until pretty recently.
What? I've never been there either. Sweet Jesus. So let's do some topics. We got a lot of topics, and first one I start out with. Wait, do you want to do topics or man cave? Because I got a lot of man cave. Let's do man cave real quick.
Okay.
So I got some great ones, and I want to give props to my man Christian Rupert. He's like, dude, you never give me props. But now that I'm back in like the daily grind, he goes out and does the hunting, and he found the amazing series of the new Blacklights at Toys R Us. I got to remember Target. We start out with Blacklight Ant-Man. Look how freaking cool Ant-Man is. That's one of the Blacklight series from Target. dynamite. I love it. Next is Blacklight Captain Marvel. Look at that. It's a shame I can't get the
Ooh.
Blacklight. I know, right? Pretty cool. It's a shame I can't get the Blacklight to work on the screen. My absolute brand new favorite, Blacklight Thanos. Oh, yeah. Check out.
Cute.
Oh, man, that's very cool. I like that one. We got two more now. As you know, I've been doing the mystery Grail where you order them and they send you a random Funko Pop in a box. I did okay this time. I got this Batman Arkham Asylum. It's a dark, like pewter series Joker, which is very
Nice.
cool.
Pewter's like my favorite color.
Pewter is my favorite color. And then the last one, I'm not a big fan of this guy, but the Funko Pop's not bad. In his Los Angeles Lakers gear, none other than LeBron James.
You love LeBron.
I can't stand LeBron, but I like his Funko Pop.
That's for sale, isn't it?
That's what?
That's for sale, isn't it?
Absolutely. Check me out on Macari. No, I'm kidding. I might keep that one for a while. We'll see.
That's cool.
Very quick man cave tonight. Like I said, it's mystery Grail Box, and like I said, they send and they'll list some of the big ones. Like they'll put out big ones, and then a lot of little ones. So you pay like I think $14 for shipping and all. And they send you a sealed box. You have no idea what's in there, and then you open them up. So that was mine too from this week. And I'm like, yeah, not too bad.
That is
Nothing
cool.
worse.
You know, there's a bar downtown where they have
Funko Pop?
a mystery beer, and you buy it for $3, and you get what you get. So it might be Chimay, it might be Busch Light. You don't know. Isn't that a cool idea?
That is a great idea. Every time I think of Chimay, I think of Tom Nusspickle. I'm sorry. For the rest of my life, I think of that bottle bursting, and all of us is like jumping out of our skin for that one brief second. And he's like, "Yeah, my bottle popped."
That is so funny. Oh my god.
I miss
I have to
studio.
make a mess in the studio.
I miss studio. I miss Sweeney's after the studio. You know, we're like goddamn superstars.
I know. There was like a party every week.
The best part, the guy at Sweeney's like, "Are you guys like celebrities? You always come in with a new group and like this entourage."
Celebrities.
Yeah, we're celebrities. Yeah.
Oh, if only we kept it going.
Yeah. And my wife telling Troy David Henderson that she wanted to change him over.
Mm.
For the love of God, girl. He was great. We had a blast. We had a blast on him, guys. St. Ricketts was fantastic. They did the the amateur stage thing, and they were playing with some amateur bands playing songs. And,
Well, you know, we have to open up your stage with St. Ricketts. I mean, it's only fair.
that's kind of what I'm about. I mean, we also got to work in Kevin Kirk also, like Kirko band, Kevin Kirk.
Oh yeah,
Also,
that
is
may
very
be number
important.
one, and then yep. Mhm.
Yeah, and we keep trying to get him on the show. He's like, "Yeah, man, I'm going to do it." And then he runs into things, and I run the things. Yeah, life goes. But
Yes.
Kevin is definitely the man. One of our favorite musicians on earth. The Kirko band is terrific. If you ever get a chance to check them out, they're actually playing the Newtown Athletic Club Jewel this Friday night.
Stop it.
Yeah, it's a Loso beer will be there.
It's always a
Kirko.
good time.
It's always a great time at Newtown Athletic. It's actually my nephew's birthday too, so I probably won't make it to the Newtown, but catch Kirko when you can. The Kirko band, outstanding.
Very cool.
Let's do a lot of talk. I know Jewel likes topics. Jewel likes talking about stuff that happens, and I'm going to start out with a heartbreaking double whammy. I went with a PG picture on this one, but we're talking all about Britney Spears and a big week for her. First, the video with her in the thong, and then having to prove everybody that it was real and not filtered. And then she got engaged to this man who I really don't like. Look at him.
I don't trust him.
Me neither. I don't trust him at all. But he finally put the ring on the finger there. And she was like overly giddy. She posted like 8 million brand new videos of her engagement. And of course, you know, a lot of the celebrity talk show hosts say, I got big word for you, Brit, and that's prenup. If you're Britney, you slapping this dude with a prenup? And how fast?
Hell yeah. But she's like joking about it. So she's not going to do one. And now she has no one telling her what to do. So there goes that. But now today, well, like minutes before we came on the show, her Instagram was deleted.
Really?
Yeah. And that's been her thing. So what does that mean?
Wow. So that doesn't mean that she was really not running it like people think? Or do you think Instagram got a little bit in a pickle with her?
This
Like
is the craziest episode of Black Mirror I've ever seen.
Yeah,
This is
man.
nuts at this point.
Like the hand bras and the thong and all that. Maybe they just kind of had enough and pulled the plug. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Where
for
am I gonna
sure
go?
thought there was someone like orchestrating this behind the scenes, like you do this and this would be. I don't know. But now I'm so lost, as is the world. So we just have to sit back and see and let her do her thing.
I'm telling you, this. I'll show it again because, like, I don't want to be that guy. Just look at this guy. Like, I don't know, man.
He looks like he's young enough to be her son, number one. And two, I just don't know. Like, she's had such a string of sleazy men by her side throughout that I just want her to have, like, a solid dude that could stand up for her and know what's what.
No clue how Federline got that. Seriously.
I know. And maybe if it was, like, another celeb that we kind of know, we would feel better. But, like, I don't know. We don't
You go from like Timberlake to Federline. That's like going from Eden James to me. Like,
they were kids, though. You know, they were kids.
I guess I give her that.
But yeah.
Topic that we discussed earlier that I'm going to touch back on again. Our Philadelphia Eagles. That's the new rookie, Kenneth Gainwell. He had a nice afternoon. 32-6, Jewel, over the Atlanta Falcons. Now, don't get me wrong, the Atlanta Falcons are a very bad team. But, you know, you go in, and if you're a team trying to improve, trying to be decent, you blow out the bad teams like the Eagles did. They definitely handled business. Jalen Hurts was terrific. The team as a whole looked outstanding. Did you catch any of the game? And what do you think of our new-look Eagles?
I did. I'm happy to be back and just watch them and enjoy. They did great. It was an exciting game. So, looking forward to the season.
Absolutely.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Let's hope. A lot of people are like, Super Bowl. It's 1 week.
Dude, Jason Kelsey is like my favorite human. I love him.
He's everybody's favorite human.
Did you see him at the autism? He was doing the event for autism, and he was behind the bar. He just looked so happy and just doing his thing, signing whatever, smiling for pictures, and for a great cause. I think they raised like over $100,000. Insane.
That really is great. He's got to be, you know, him doing his charity thing and all and being happy is great because, you know, the Kelsey brothers were separated with two things. Like, Jason's like the kind of shorter, stockier, happy guy, and Travis is like this big stud. All the ladies like Travis.
I think they're both studs.
Really? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of ladies like Travis. And, you know, he's a piece
I like
of
them both.
Man, Joel Tatey, like, a little hot on the collar.
I know, right? Well,
From one guy.
Like I play them. I mean, I play what?
Call them as I don't know.
You see them? Yeah.
Two men that are very hot on the collar after the MTV Video Awards. Machine Gun Kelly and Conor McGregor. My God, look at Conor McGregor's head, man.
Holy crap.
This might be the worst promotion picture. Look at these two, man.
Machine Gun Kelly looks like if Home Alone Macaulay Culkin was like in a Tinkerbell movie.
And McGregor definitely looks like he's taking a giant shit. Looks like his like veins are popping out of his head. Like he's trying to pinch one out. I do like the pink jacket though. Stick in the jacket.
Yeah, that's cool.
But apparently these two of them kind of got into it at the MTV Video Award red carpet and ended with McGregor throwing a drink at Kelly. And now he says, there was nothing. But then, of course, these rumor mills come out that he was all up in Megan Fox's DMs. So fill us in, Jewel.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've read, the first report came out and it said that Conor McGregor was such a big MGK fan. Okay. I mean, I don't think that's what he walks out to in the ring or anything. But then he was trying to get close to them. And then everyone sees the naked dress of what Megan Fox wore that night, and it's like, oh, you're such a big MGK fan, huh? Like that's pretty funny. And now it comes up, he's like, I don't even know who that Vanilla Ice wannabe is. I just know he's with Megan Fox. So obviously he was trying to get close to the woman, and I mean that's pretty clear. And then he got mad because his bodyguard stepped in the way and deflected that. So Conor McGregor's an angry dude, and he threw a drink. That's what I can gather.
He is an angry dude, and a guy with all that celebrity fame, etc. Why is he so angry? Like, what's up with that dude's butt, man?
I mean, and they said like he didn't ask for an autograph or anything from Megan or MGK. So why? What's your problem, man?
I agree. What is your problem, man? I mean, last time we saw him, he was getting his ankle snapped in half. So.
What are you doing?
What I'm doing, I tried to post that Megan Fox picture in that dress, but it comes out weird because that was some dress. I'll behave with it.
I was going to say the most famous naked dresses, and I was thinking, Britney had that one VMAs, J-Lo, but the originator I think was Cher. Cher and the headdress and
if I could turn back home. Oh wow, well done. Very nice.
Cher.
Good Cher. Yeah, she was like the originator, and she was like what 90 when she did that.
No, she was good. And then Kendall Jenner had it at the Met. Can we just talk about the Met for a second?
Sure.
Have you seen, dude, Billie Eilish looks so beautiful. I love her.
I love her. I think she's so
great. She's so freaking talented. Like, it's insane. All the accolades and all the praise she's getting is so well deserved. That chick is so freaking gold. Like, it's nuts. And now she's just owning it and showing off her body and some De La Renta, and she made them not make things with fur anymore. Like, she is just a beast, and I love her.
Yeah.
But and Lil Nas X looked like a male Wonder Woman. And
what is that? I don't get it.
He's just wild. I love him. He's crazy.
I mean, hey, do your thing and get famous. And I'm all about that. But even like that commercial with Elton John when he's like being a bitch about it, I'm like,
Oh, I didn't see that one. I like him though. I think he's funny.
He's all right. Everybody ripped on him about those shoes and all. Like, come on. Stop.
I don't know if I saw the shoes. Everyone's ripping on Kim K. I just don't understand that. People think it's a thing or a statement or something. I don't know. I thought it was kind of dumb.
I still welcome Kim K to sit on my lap anytime.
Well, she had like the naked dress last year or the 2 prior years. So everyone was like waiting for this. But she literally wore the same thing. It reminds me of the, I know you don't watch American Horror Story, but like, the it's like the sleep paralysis demon man from American Horror Story. It's all leather, but this was all fabric. But like, what was the point? Are you supporting your ex-husband's album? Are you making a statement? Like, nothing was said. And that wasn't Kanye that was with her. It was one of the team.
I don't know.
So what do you do now? I think she's just trying to stay relevant, but
there's not
at that point for her. I mean, for me personally, I would just let my little sisters take over.
Yeah, they've kind of They've definitely taken over. Like
like Kendall was there. Everyone was like, "Oh my freaking god, Kendall!" And then she shows up, and everyone's like,
"Who's the Muslim? Who's the Muslim chick?"
Or show up together, like in force. Like, don't.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And where, like, I get so disgusted with these women who feel the need to go all out to wear something ridiculous, like the year that Lady Gaga wore meat. Like, come on, me, put on a cute dress.
That was art, baby.
I mean, like I can't stand Madonna, and I think she's a little too old for what she wore, but still.
I'm not saying you're ever too old to wear what you're wearing. I just said for her, like,
It didn't
since
work
her
for her.
sisters were in the fashion, like, let them have their moment, I guess. But I don't know. Madonna just showed her ass on the VMA. She looks phenomenal. She's like 60 something.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say, did you see the chicken like the horse? It was like a horse head.
No, I didn't.
that
Oh,
front?
I'm so upset.
And Doja Cat, she looked like a worm of some sort, like a sandworm.
See, nowadays, like these celebrities are like, it's like the old WWF. Like, they're going to have like clever names like Doja Cat and shit like that. Why don't you just be like Jane Smith, like whatever the freak your name is? Doja
Don't
Cat.
talk shit on Doja Cat. She's one of my favorites.
All day long. I'm not a fan. I don't get it.
I love her. She's funny. She seems like a really cool person, and her music is fire. She is absolutely one of my favorites.
Crap.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Should be Doja crap.
I don't think so.
Somebody who's not crap is the gorgeous Miss Jennifer Aniston. Baby.
Oh, morning show is coming back out this week. Love
Why?
that show.
Why is it like always chilly wherever Jennifer Aniston is? Notice that? She's always got her high beams on.
She's never wearing a bra.
Now, they asked her about the rumor that she was dating David Schwimmer. And I tell you what, men out there, if you've ever got this kind of letdown, this is depressing. She says, "Ha! That's a laugh. Dude's like my brother." Ouch.
I feel like that's old news. Didn't that come out when the reunion came out?
Yeah, but I've read it recently. Like she was getting harped about it again, and pretty much just like laid it out. Like, ouch, dude.
Well, they didn't do a very good job because they said they had a crush on each other on the reunion, and then right after the reunion, she showed up at his flat or whatever, and they both just had a breakup. So it was promising that they would get together, and that was the best news of 2021.
Not really.
Well, she was with
better.
my man before, so that had to end.
He's the ultimate whining little baby. And whenever you watch Friends,
Schwimmer? I love him.
Dude, I hate the show. When you
I
see,
always had a crush
hi
on Ross.
guys.
Nope.
Hi Ross. Hi. Like,
Always
such
had
a
a crush on Ross.
What Ross?
Loved him. Loved him. Over Joey, I loved Ross.
He was such a whiner.
I love him. I don't know.
Hi guys. What's the matter, Ross? My wife's a lesbian. Like, everything is such a crybaby. Oh my god.
One time I
Ben.
told my ex that he looked like Ross, and he said, F you.
Yeah,
It was so-
Ross.
I love Ross.
I'm gonna do the
So
rest of the.
cute.
I'm gonna do the rest of the O show as Ross. Fox is bringing back Cops on its streaming network after it was canceled last year.
Ross
Remember?
has some of the funniest moments. I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, horrible. So Cops was canceled last year, of course, in the height of the police brutality thing. A lot of people were like, kind of pressuring Fox, so they canceled it. But now it's coming back on a streaming network. It's actually its 33rd season.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who wouldn't want to watch that. It was always entertaining. It's like watching Cheaters. It's like you always want to know.
Kinda, but I mean, the stupidity of the criminals on Cops.
But it's real. Like, those are real people.
That's the scary part. They're so stupid.
I hate people. What are you doing?
I didn't know
it's
I
like,
had a license, dude.
Yeah, like Maury or something. Oh, that could be scripted.
Yeah.
These are real people getting locked up on police cams.
Walking the streets, these people are.
You know what was a good show when they did the campus cops? Like breaking up the college fights? And
I never
parties?
saw that.
Oh, no. Campus PD or something? Oh, that was great.
Oh, man. Campus PD.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kept 33 seasons of Cops. That was like the other show that finally got canceled. America's Most Wanted. Like, that show
Why?
ran forever.
Why did
I
they
don't
cancel
know.
it?
Right? Like,
I
poor
want to
Adam.
know who's out
Poor
there.
Adam. Like,
I mean,
it's-
true crime is so big right now. Did you hurt yourself again?
No, I'm good.
You're right.
No, I pinched my.
Oh, good me.
I have my phone inside the door.
Oh my goodness. Oh, poor
My
baby.
goodness gracious, the tragedies that happen here on the
Frank,
YouTube.
it's just lipstick.
I got pranked. I
Wait.
think it's bedtime.
You've been punked.
I still didn't.
Whoa.
Whoa, man, that was right in the microphone on that.
You're right in the microphone. What?
I still have to call Jessie.
Oh, go call her.
No, my mom's not. I have to
All right, I'll fix it. I'm almost done.
Wow.
Okay.
No.
You're whining on air. Better rethink this. Okay.
Sure sound like-
I have to think about touching that camera.
Okay.
Okay.
She was
All right,
sound
I'll
like
fix it.
you were sound like Ross for a second.
But you can call Jessie when your mom's done the show.
I will do that. I will do that. Okay.
Okay.
She was sound like Ross at first.
Okay.
Her cousins are on California time, so.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
And her virtual schedule is so weird. Like, she doesn't have to be up at a certain time, which I don't very much agree with. So she's on, like, college time.
Yeah, man. Speaking of college time, great segue. A dynamite story from the set of College Game Day this week in Iowa, where Mr. Ashton Kutcher sat in to do some predicting. You know, they like to bring in a celebrity guest to pick the games. And Kutcher was met with a huge college chant of "Take a shower."
Take a shower.
Take a shower. After rumors that him and Mila Kunis don't shower regularly. Is this like, how freaking gross is this though, really? Like, seriously.
He's not the only one. Like, why are these celebrities coming out? And this is kind of old news too, but they're coming out and saying they don't bathe regularly or bathe their children regularly. Hello. Why?
Right?
Especially when you have a house, a mom, a dad, and a couple of kids running around.
Yeah.
You want to smell that all day, and like your kids don't go out and play and dirt and such. I don't understand. But they made it public knowledge that they don't bathe. So Mila Kunis put out a video, and she's like, "Oh look, we're in the shower."
Yeah, it's not a joke. You smell.
You smell. Kristen Bell, she's like, yeah, we wait for the stank to come. If my child ever stank, I would feel like a disgrace of a mother.
Why are you waiting for the stink to come?
Why? Just maybe do it often.
I shower like every freaking day, sometimes twice a day if I sweat enough.
Yeah, 2 times a day, man. Like, I don't understand.
Not hit the shower, bro. Is this cancel culture? Are they canceling showers? No.
That's gross. You need to bathe. It was bad when people didn't want to use deodorant from the chemicals in it, and then they started to stink. Then they upgraded the deodorant to make
nasty
all types of people, cruelty free and all that stuff. But man, it works. Deodorant works. Bathing works. You're offensive.
It's water and a little soap for the love of Christ.
You get any job and you know what they say? You have to shower.
We got a stinky guy at work.
Oh, no.
We got a stinky guy.
Oh, no. There's nothing worse.
Oh, I hate the stinky guy. And does the stinky guy not know he's the stinky guy? Like, can't you smell yourself?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I know when I'm working out and, in the summer and man, like I must stink. Let me go. I don't let it get to the point where I smell myself.
Yeah, we'll split duties in doing laundry. Like we'll kind of take turns. Sometimes like in the summer, I'll do laundry and I'll just like pull out a pair of my pants or like a shirt and be like, oh, you can just smell it from the sweat. Like it's disgusting.
How about if it has sweat? Wash it.
Yeah. Very interesting news, Hollywood. Let's tell a good Hollywood story. Our very own Manioc, our very own backyard, is the home of Adam Sandler's latest movie. But of course, being Manioc, it's causing massive parking issues. That's Manioc for you. Now, supposedly there's a shuttle that drives a lot of the crew from like the local depot back in. but still just a tremendous mess of parking. You've been to Manayunk. I've been to Manayunk. Explain the disasters of parking in Manayunk.
First of all, I thought Fishtown was bad because I used to live in Fishtown, and the streets are this tiny, and you have to park. Manayunk is Fishtown, but on a hill. Like the streets are so steep. It's not even funny. And to find parking anywhere close to probably where you live, I had to go to a bar. I'm like, what do these people do? Plus, we just got pounded with Hurricane Ida, and those streets are a royal mess. Like, they're so bad. So I feel so bad for these people. And
like
just everyone down there.
A big time movie comes to town, everybody gets excited. Now, of course, issues. That's Philly. And
I know, he was in LaSalle. LaSalle's an colony, so, there's room to move. But once you go to, like, Manayunk, like, that is probably the worst place in our little area to film. Come to Ambler. You can stay in my house. Let him sleep in your bed. You know that Adam Sandler skit and Chris Riley? He's a good boy. Let him sleep in your bed. Oh.
So I thought you were pulling a Jeff there for a minute.
No, but I'm just saying that's probably the worst little section in this area where you can film. And especially after the tornado hurricane that we had 2 weeks ago that completely destroyed everything.
Yeah.
Our infrastructure is so old, it's like crumbling beneath the city, so we can't handle flooding of any sort anymore.
Thank God that's over with for now anyway.
Is
that everything? Oh, Jay-Z is back in the news again, trying to buy yet another sports franchise. Jay-Z now wants to be owner of the Denver Broncos. I don't even want to touch this story. I'm just so sick of him and his money. They're spending like $4 million on vacation on this yacht. Like, come on.
Come on. And their kid is like the youngest award winner of music ever. Beyonce doesn't even write her own music.
How much is too much? Give me more Kelly Rowland and a lot less Beyonce. That's what I said.
Yeah, I love Kelly. But come on.
Kelly. I adore Kelly. Netflix is canceling Narcos Mexico after just 3 seasons. And that's a big problem because it's very popular. Have you watched Narcos Mexico?
I haven't. I heard it was good. But I'm pretty used to it after Netflix canceled every show I watch. The Society, Manifest, like, they cancel all the good ones. Manifest wasn't even good. I just had to know what happened because it was such a big mystery.
Exactly. And that's like, is somebody going to pick it up? Like, a lot of people, and I feel bad because people are like, oh, just started watching. I'm like, hey, I got news for you. Don't get too comfy.
Well, they did come back, and they are making like a last season to wrap it up, which is nice because we usually don't get that closure of shows.
Exactly. I agree. I don't watch many of them, though.
I'm trying to get into Yellowstone. Have you watched it?
No, she watched. She loves it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know why she loves it.
I'm not I don't know. I don't watch a lot.
Good-looking people on that show.
That's what I hear. That and that other one that she watches that I forget the name of it. I'm waiting for Peaky Blinders to come back. That's my job.
Oh yeah, I have to catch up on that. Why is Henry going nuts?
I don't know. I just text her. She's like, I'm trying. I'm in bed. I don't know why he's going crazy. I don't know.
You're like an intruder.
He's a brat. Yeah, probably somebody just ripping the house apart. I got to go to Wawa after and get milk. I got no milk.
Oh, I know. I have no water. I should really go.
Yeah. I can't wake up tomorrow without coffee. Normally I give you the big list of everybody that's coming on the show, and I look and there's so many freaking people. No, not that many.
There's too many coming on.
We'll
just do tomorrow, and then tomorrow you can do the big list.
Tomorrow night, wow, man, and this is super. Thank you, Joel. I saw her last night on Monday Night Football. She is a member of the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders in-house band. She's toured the likes of Aerosmith and Motley Crue, Femmes of Rock. I'm going to show her that Femmes of Rock picture because I don't know. I don't think it's her in the picture, but a girl looks like her. It's Sarah Chaffee, and she's absolutely awesome. And like I said, last night she had like the big like cello in front of her, and they showed her on TV. She'll be on Yo 2.0 tomorrow night. Angela Marie comes back. She's a great shit talker. Likes putting me in my place. That's tomorrow night. And so we're working. And Jewel and I got to find somebody for next week. We actually kind of stumbled on that. But come on, I know. Come on, nice announcements for 2.0. Like I said, Jeff Dwoskin joins us on the 29th. And October 6th, we bring back Mark Zamaro, our hockey expert. We're going to talk about the hockey season coming up. And we'll be joined by David Rosenberg, filmmaker, on October 6th. The 29th, Jewel, we have Saul Paul. 22nd, Chris Timbers. So we got some great acts coming up. Of course, it's Beatrice Kimmel and some of her awesome acts. And of course, October 5th, me and Jewel will be here for the lovely young sister duo known as Wildfire. They're cute. They're so cute. I'm very excited for them. I like the music too. And their PR people were like lickety split and all that. So that's Tuesday, October 5th. Jewel and I will be doing that. And we got just so many great people coming up. Margarita Monet from Edge of Paradise. Lydia Manson's coming on for our Halloween thing. Paul Scardino, Guinness Book of World Records for Funko Pop Collection. I can't wait for that one. So we got tons of great stuff coming up. We've had tons of great guests come. And, of course, Eden James, a huge thank you to Eden James, an amazing performance tonight. Check him out at www.edenjames.com, Facebook at Eden James, Instagram at Eden_James. Check out his music on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Napster. I'll freaking come over and sing it for you because it's that freaking great. Jewel's going to spend the entire night watching his videos, so I'm going to be texting her through the night, like, which one you on now? Because he's fantastic, and some nice text messaging we shared, and he's going to be friends with us. And that's what we love, Jewel, at the end. Not only the interview is great, not only do we love the guests, when you get to talk to them, like, I get blown away. And I get blown away when they share. You know, he was sharing like, oh, this might be fun and looking forward to this tonight. And hopefully it was as fun as he hoped.
I know. And he called you and not me.
Pretty sure if you dropped that phone number on him, he'd be going you.
Oh, he's great. Thank you, Beatrice.
Yeah. Jesus. Good gracious. Let's do this real quick before we go. Bam.
Oh, there you go.
Our awesome guest tonight, Eden James. So thank everybody for this evening. This was an outstanding time. We had a great audience. Not a lot of comments tonight. Everybody kind of keeping sheltered this evening. Big thanks to the people who give the emojis and the emojicons. Rose Delaney, thank you for the thumbs up. And we got some hearts from Tina Marie Celine, who we love so very much. My cousin Lisa Geist, Ray Coleman, and of course Arlene Hendrickson. Don't forget to check out Troy David Hendrickson, aka Mary Pat, tomorrow night at Rivers Casino. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna rock the hell out of that place. He's doing good.
Doing good, hon.
Outstanding. Great night tonight. Jewel, thank you again for just timeless efforts and great work. And I love who we've been bringing in. It's been great, man. Every Tuesday gets more and more fun. The guests are all just equally great, but the fun just magnifies, and we really just, give it our all, and they all seem to really appreciate what we do here.
I know, and I feel like you're doing double the work, but it's been a hell of a ride. It's going to be a great fall, so just stay tuned, buckle up, because we have more to come.
I don't mind doing it. I don't mind coming out twice. I mean, I admit I got a lot of people that'll come on and do the guest spots. I think it's kind of cool. I do miss you on Wednesday nights when you're not here because we do have great rapport. But the guest people kind of like it. They all want to try and, sit in your seat for a night and see what it's like. And a lot of them think it's pretty good. And a lot of them admit that you have, a lot of people admit that you've got a hard job. And I'm waiting to see how they, putting up with me and just going through the regimen and the interviews, etc. But we got some blast. It is a blast. I freaking love it. And you're never going anywhere. You're mine. I know other people email me and say, I want a chance of getting Jewel to come on my show. Well, I got to be skeptical because all you got to do is I give her 0. So all you got to say is, how's 5 hours a week? And I'm pretty sure she's going to jump ship.
Or be someone's assistant.
Hey, I tell you what, man, I wouldn't blame you if Eden James turned around and said, Roy, be my personal
Volunteer
assistant.
tribute.
Yeah. Now get some money out of it, though, too. He's going to pay you.
Okay.
Pay you to be part of his. Oh, I actually missed his. He actually missed me a minute ago.
did it
Oh,
go?
he liked my comments when I said honored and thrilled. We are. We're
Oh, he
we're-
liked your comments. Okay.
let me see what else.
Let's
he
wrap
said.
it up.
Jewel looked hot in that tank top.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
that's my own comment.
Cut it out.
God, I forget. All right, let's take you home. St. Ricketts, www.stricketts.com. They're the theme song, of course, for Fire Cannot Burn that brings us in and out. And tomorrow on Yo 2.0, we play The Catalyst. Brand new music is around the corner. I've been promised by the boys. So let's show the fans here what it's all about. If
I
you
can't
haven't,
wait to release that new music because it's fire.
dude, I still listen to it all the time. Like, I feel
Mhm.
bad. Like one of these nights, it's going to drop, and they're going to become my new enemies.
Why don't
But
they
anyway.
just come on and we have to drop it? That can be next Tuesday.
Yeah,
I've decided.
I like it. Give us permission to
I
drop.
can too. How many people can we fit in here?
10.
All right. Let's just all meet at Sweeney's and we'll do it from there.
Yeah. No,
I'm
they got
down.
to do. Hopefully, now I kind of hope they don't reveal the record till like February or March and do a record release party
You like a
at
sneak
Low
peek?
So Brewing.
Sneak peek.
You had the sneak
Um,
peek. You and Tiffany
I
had the sneak
know.
peek. Yeah, the songs are so friggin' good. So I love them.
Soon.
All right. Let's get the hell out of here. Big thanks to Jewel Tatey, Eden James, and the audience. Have a great night. We will see you next week. Well, I'll see you
Bye.
tomorrow. Jewel will see you next week. Bye. St. Ricketts, where fire cannot burn. Hit it. Damn volume again.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Truly blessed if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of love? So I'm